And we've all heard these horror stories for many, many years now, but we haven't really fixed anything. And I keep saying this all the time that, the government needs to take decisions. The lack of decision making has really put the whole energy sector under great stress. All the companies you see up here, except Atak, are technically bankrupt today. And it should be a great worry, but unfortunately I don't see that sense of urgency in the government, not this government, successive governments, to fix the situation. We have to take decisions. The chairman talked about LPG growing. Why is LPG growing? Because there is no gas. Pakistan is a gas country. We've had gas for almost 5 decades now. We have gotten used to burning gas in our homes at very cheap prices. Now the prices have gone up also, but there is no supply of gas anymore. So we have 2 monopoly gas utilities, and they import 0 MMBTU of gas. They can't even provide. There's another company which is supposed to import gas. They can't even provide a demand situation to them. That in this month, we will need so much LNG. The LNG supply chain is there. It has excess capacity, but we are unable to import LNG. It's a very strange situation. It doesn't really, the whole thing has become very irrational and illogical. And the consumer is paying the price, the country is paying the price. If you just compare the LNG prices and the LPG prices per MMBTU, it's a terrible story. In my village, we consume LPG, and we buy it at about 3,500 rupees a cylinder today. And I think LPG cylinder is half MMBTU. Yeah. So I'm paying 7,000 rupees per MMBTU. And in the city, the consumer is paying 150 rupees MMBTU. It's a very strange situation, and I don't see the effort to fix it. So we really, I think the OGRA, the ministry, the companies, they all need to sit down and find a solution. There's too much inertia in the system. There's too much fear of NAB. The easiest way today for the government and the companies is not to take a decision. And that's why we have this very serious situation today in the energy sector. People are paying excessive prices just because the government is unable to take decisions. So it's very critical that there is a consensus on these things, that things move forward. You try putting up a petrol pump in Pakistan and you'll find out. It'll take you at least 3 years to put up a petrol pump. So something is terribly wrong somewhere, and we need to fix it. So there's a lot that needs to be done, and the regulator, the government, the companies, they all have to sit together and find a way forward. OGRA has issued licenses for virtual LNG. There's no virtual LNG in Pakistan today, despite the licenses being there. Why? So try putting up a virtual LNG terminal. Try putting up an LNG terminal. So it's a very, very strange situation that we really, I think, take responsibility of fixing. The chairman just mentioned that 60% of the white oil pipeline is not being used. The capacity utilization is 40%. And he has, 2,000, 3,000 tankers? 10,000 tankers on the road. Does it make sense? So at one time I even suggested that we pay the tankers their profit and let them stay on stay with their companies. So pay them their 1 rupee per liter or 2 rupee per liter profit and let them not operate, and we'll use the pipeline to operate. But even that has not happened. So and who's paying the price? The consumer is paying the price. So I think we really need to look at these things very, very seriously. We come to these conferences every year, we talk about this, we go to other forums, we talk about this stuff, but nothing gets fixed. It gets worse. Mr. Adil Khattak is here. The refinery policy has been in the work for over 8 years now. I hope, I hope you're almost there. Okay, good luck. So, I mean, it's very, very strange. The whole world in the petroleum sector is deregulated. Pakistan is partially deregulated. So, deregulate the rest. What are we waiting for? In fact, there is a cabinet decision of 2018 to deregulate the petroleum sector. It was just that the timing was supposed to be given by the ministry in collaboration with the OMCs and all these guys. Even that has not happened. So every 15 days we have this, pricing, PSO-based pricing structure, which really doesn't make any rational sense anymore. Let people buy their own, cargoes and sell fuel at whatever price they can. Because, a rupee here, a rupee there doesn't make a difference anymore. When it's 300 rupees a liter, when it was 40 rupees a liter, a rupee here, a rupee there made a difference. Today it doesn't. So it's the best time to deregulate. Why don't we deregulate? I do not understand. Maybe there is something that the chairman knows or somebody else knows. So whichever sector you touch, there are serious issues in that sector. And basically the issues stem from a lack of decision making. We have to make decisions. We all know the problems, from the white oil pipelines to virtual LNG to LNG terminals to LPG issues and all that. You have an investor here, Mr. Iqbal Zaid Ahmed. I've been meeting him for the last almost 11 years, and he continuously faces one issue after another. So when other investors listen to his story, do you think they'll invest in Pakistan? So today we have the SIFC and all these institutions, but what about the investors who did invest in Pakistan? What about them? What will happen to them? And I actually have only worked in the government for 5 years, from 13 to 18. I was never a minister before that or after that. But I can assure you, when an investor comes to ministry, he is looked upon as a crook. Our first reaction is that in fact, I have had officials of the ministry tell me that these are bad people. So I asked them, why are they bad people? They said they make money. So our ministries actually believe that people should work out of the goodness of their hearts. They should not be making profits in Pakistan. So I think we have to get out of this and mode and deregulate and let the private sector take over. Look at the LPG. LPG is supposed to be deregulated, but is it deregulated? What's happening to LPG in the market? So it's a very, very strange situation. I think we need to have some other forum to, maybe the regulator can step in and call these people and try to find a way out. There's just too much red tape, too much inertia, too much of lack of decision making for this sector to really be efficient. And then the power sector has really complicated the issues of the petroleum sector also. We merged the two ministries and were hoping that, because they sit on the same building, one floor above each other, and we were hoping that they would talk to each other, but even that has not happened. They still don't talk to each other, despite being having, because they have two separate secretaries. So I think we really need to be very objective and look at these issues and try to resolve them. Otherwise, it's a slippery slope downhill. Thank you very much.